Okay, Patella here again. This is Accents Part 2. It's a series of 3 videos, and this is the second video. The first video we were working with, we were doing eighth notes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. This video we're going to go into explore the possibilities of some triplets with one hand. And I refer to this as the triplet vamp. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So before I do that, what I like to do, just for maybe a minute, is to loosen up and play 4 measures with the right and 4 measures with the left. No accents. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Left. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 4 from the wrist. 4. Right hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 3, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2. Nice and relaxed. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Okay, now, again, the levels come into view, or control strokes. Remember the full stroke position, half stroke position, and the quarter stroke position. The free stroke, the downstroke, the tap, and the upstroke. Now, the first video was eighth notes, like I said before, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and we were referencing from the stick control book. What I was doing, taking the first sticking pattern, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and saying, okay, I'm going to eliminate the lefts and just play the rights. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and while I was doing this, the eighth notes, that was my reference to play accents on top of the eighth notes, which would be 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'd have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. Line 2. Again, all the rights fall on the ands. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and. Now this time, we're going to interpret the stick control book. Instead of straight up and down, which was 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, we're going to swing it. When I say swing it, right away I go to a triplet mode. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and all the ands that I'm looking at on the stick control book become the does of the triplet. So instead of playing 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, I'm playing 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So if I eliminate the lefts, that just gives me the rights on the counts of 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So on the bottom, and this is going to be constant through the exercise, I'm just using stick control book as the reference. I'm going to be playing a triplet vamp. 1, 2, and I'm going to accent 1, 2, 3, 4 because that's what I'm referencing from the stick control. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Line 2. 1 and 2 and 4 and 1 and 2 3 and 4 and. Now, for those who are a little confused now, the reason why I played the accent on the duh, if I was playing 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, like I said, I eliminate the lefts and all the ands become the duh of the triplet. And on line 2, the rights are falling on the ands, so it would be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So now I'm going to play line 2 now, triplet on the bottom, 3 and 4 and I'm going to play the actions now on the does. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and Okay, so now I'm going to play line 1. I'll slow it down somewhat. I'll hit 90. That's my quarter note. I'm going to play 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm doing this with the right hand now. It's obvious, right hand. I'm sorry. 1, 2. Now I'm going to accent. I'm going to do line 1 and line 2 over and over again. 1, 2. Line 2. Back, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and Okay, now I did that to the right side. Excuse me. Well, you have to remember, you want to equalize your strength in the right and equalize the strength in the left so they become equal. So now we're going to do triplets with the left. The interpretation is going to be the same. On the count of the first line, I'm going to accent because all the rights fall on 1, 2, 3, 4 on the first note of the triplet. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and again on line 2, the accent falls on the da now. So I have 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and So I like to do as a warm up, line 1, left side. So I do it to the right side and I do it to the left side. Now that takes us to line 3. Okay, now line 3, if you look at the straight up and down movement, it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and we're going to play that swung, which is going to be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3, eliminate the rights, the lefts, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So I'm playing 1 da and 3 da. Now remember, we're playing the triplet on the bottom. We're building up some endurance. 1, 2, and we're going to accent 1 da and 3 da for line 3. It's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Left hand, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and Now we go to line 4, and now the rights fall to 2 and 4 and so we have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and we're going to play it swung, which would be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and now the rights, the R's fall on 2 da and 4 da, and this is the bottom. 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then we do it to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 3. I'm sorry. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 4 and now I'm going to do one more line. And then we're going to get into a little bit of an explanation of the dynamic levels, because I'm going to make another video, an in-depth explanation of the level system. So just bear with me. We're going to do line 5 right now as this exercise, and we have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and we played swung, 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 4. We eliminate the lefts. We have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and so now the triplets underneath. And I say underneath because it's constant. 1 and 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2. Here we go. Line 5. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and then to the left. Same interpretation, but instead of making the right hand the accent, we're making the left hand. We're still referencing off the page as all the rights are going to tell me my accent placement on top of the triplet. So, line 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. So on and so forth. Now, it's a fun exercise. You spend on every line as much time as you want. I would put a goal on the whole thing is to play line 1 to say 24. Or if you have a lot of time, do 1 through 72. Then you can make up your own combinations. You can play line 1, line 13, line 1, line 15, line 15, line 6. Make up your own combinations. And the placement of the accents is really going to strengthen you. They're called control strokes for that reason, because you're controlling them. Now, I'm just very basic using a full stroke, and I'm using taps, and I'm using an upstroke. But there's a whole spectrum of dynamics here. This would actually be forte. This would be mezzo forte. This would be piano, pianissimo. And I'm going to get involved with that in another video coming. And it's, like I said, it's going to be the level system. And I used the book by Jeffrey Johnson, The Level System. And the gentleman has done a magnificent job of explaining. So that will be my next video. In the meantime, if anybody would like the PDF on this particular lesson, I have, I believe, 24 lines written just to the right side, and then you can move them to the left side. Or you could email, you're going to email me. I'm going to leave my email at the bottom of the video, my website, and my Skype contact. If you'd like to get one-on-one with me and talk a little bit, we can. So with that being said, I'm going to close it up and just relax. You're not in a hurry to become, it's not a sport. You're not in competition with anybody. You're developing. Nice and relaxed. Down, tap, up, down, tap, up, or tap, up, down, tap. For free stroke, it's free stroke, free stroke, tap, down, free stroke, tap, down. Free stroke, and that's downstroke, up, down. Whatever it is that you're doing. It gets a little confusing. However, like I said, I'm going to make an in-depth video explaining the level system using Jeffrey Johnson's book, and he, like I said, he did a masterful job. And it gets in that, you know, it's you use it whether you realize it or not whenever you play. So we're trying to make you aware of it and break it down so you can become stronger. So gentlemen, have a good day.